Inspire with Nendrix, the foundation.
Hey, welcome back with Your Best Life with Dr. Hairston. I have a 5-minute quickie for you. Do you have time for me? So stop what you're doing. Just give me 5 minutes. Maybe you're washing dishes or maybe you're driving. Give me 5 minutes of your time. This will be really quick. So one of my previous 5-minute quickies, I talked about establishing like group norms and, team buy-in and things like that. And I wanted to address a question that came to me around consensus, right? Like, what are the conditions that are necessary in order for individuals to be able to come to consensus when you are working in a team. And so in a previous conversation I had with some colleagues, we talked about consensus and some of the things that need to be established. And one of the big things I would say that needs to be established in creating consensus is trust. It's really hard to get people to come to consensus about any idea, thought, new emerging process or project if they don't have trust. We need to be able to trust that everyone shares the same vision and commitment and passion to bringing that consensus about, and that everyone respects everyone else's right to, their own opinions, right? So, and that, you trust that when someone is sharing your thoughts that, you trust that information will be confidential. So trust, with those people who are asking you to come to consensus is important. And the other thing is really having a common goal. Like, for me, I find that it always works best in my team if, while I may have my own goal in mind, that I share those goals in a way that is open to feedback, because my ultimate achievement in that space is for you to have buy-in, for you to take ownership of those goals. But if your voice is not within those goals, then the buy-in is harder. And so having a common goal is really important in establishing those conditions in order for us to achieve some consensus. And then the other thing is like having the right amount of time to be able to make the decisions, to be able to learn, to be able to come to those consensus. Like, if you don't have the time to really process and learn and connect and understand, what the goals are, what the process is, what is the consensus that we're trying to reach, it'll make it harder for your team to come to consensus, right? And then, being actively involved in the process. So those are some of the conditions I think is really important in building consensus with your team. Some people don't like consensus thinking. They're like, yeah, I'm going to make the decision. I'm going to share the decision with you, and I have an expectation that you're going to run with it. I'm a little different with my approach because I want the running to be hard, strong, and long. And that only happens when people are brought into the idea. I run harder when I know that this is about, I'm involved in this, I'm embedded in this. I'll run, but I run harder when I know that my vision, my passion, my heart, my thoughts are embedded into this consensus, these ideas that has been established for our team. So that's just, something that I wanted to share with you. We can deep dive, check out our webpage, embracingarms.com, because we have some upcoming live workshops available to you if you want to engage a little bit more to find out how we can drill down on consensus and team building. All right. So go back to doing whatever you were doing. Reach out into the community and embrace someone. They're waiting on you, and continue to live your absolute best life.
My Lacansa boy, this is my residence. My prescription boy, this is my medicine. The world can be sickening, living in house resemblance. Not to mention the media's effort to keep us in the most simplistic state of mind. Lowest age bracket committing the highest rate of crime.